again.
You trying to get everybody drunk, huh?
It's working.
Yeah.
Yo, I bridge the gap for him. I bridge the gap for him. Hands up if you know you bridge the gap for him. I bridge the gap for him. I bridge the gap for him. Hands up if you know I bridge the gap for him. I bridge the gap for him.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Everyone Has a Story. Man, I can't express how I feel right now having this conversation. Man, I'm gonna tell you more about my boy, but I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself. Let everybody know who you are, man.
Hi everybody, thank you Russ for having me.
You already know, bro.
First and foremost, my name is Shabue Mosley.
Hold on, I got to put my hat back. Let's go.
I don't know. I knew Russ.
Yeah.
25, almost 30 years. Come up playing basketball in the community. You know, right now I'm just a guy just doing this training thing. Basketball didn't work out for me for some unforeseen circumstances, but I'm doing my training and stuff like that now, but it's around it right now, Russ.
All right, so
you know?
So let's take people back to the beginning. When was that first incident when you knew you had it? Like it.
What's it?
It like only way you guarding me is on this.
I don't know when I truly because I lack confidence. You know, I was really fast. I was really thin, Russ. Maybe in 9th, 10th grade, maybe 9th grade, I was maybe 115 pounds, 120 pounds. You don't have too much confidence in saying that you have it if you get pushed around. You know, I think my junior year, my 10th grade year going to my junior year, that summer, I started to feel that it factor. I felt I was somewhat unguardable.
Was it a certain incident?
It's funny that you talk about this. This is one of the things I tell a lot of people. You know, Andre Samuels.
Really?
Andre Samuels back in the day was nice.
Right.
Nice. Dre was nice.
Gotcha.
And Dre, I just got, coming from my sophomore year, and we had John J. Burns, and I'm watching Dre play against North Carolina, killing North Carolina. And that summer, we played, and Dre couldn't guard me. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and I'm saying to myself, if he's on TV playing North Carolina, he's killing them. How is anybody gonna stay in front of him? Because I kind of looked up to Dre back then.
Right.
You know, Dre was that guy. You know, so I started to feeling myself around that time. You know, but that summer there, that summer going into my junior year, I started feeling the difference in my body. You know, for me working out, as much as I was working out, I started feeling I was not almost unguardable, but I was having my way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Let me ask you, because I know, do you have any siblings?
I have, yes, I have 3 boys and a girl.
Yeah.
3 boys and a girl.
Where you fit in there?
What do you mean?
Siblings.
Oh, not my kids. I have my older brother,
okay,
Larry,
okay,
Mosley, wrestler at Cope. I have a younger brother, Tavon. I have a younger brother, Hassan.
Right.
My younger brother, Hassan, is 26, maybe 27 now.
Oh yeah?
He's in Georgia.
Okay.
My mom passed away, kind of moved out there. You know, but
yeah, the reason why I asked you that, because a lot of times I know even for me, you know what I mean, I have the older siblings, specifically my brother. But I mean, he was able to give me certain type of confidence, because even how you looked at how you looked at Dre.
Yes.
That's how it was with my brother. I'm like, once I could take my brother, it was a wrap.
Definitely
You know what I mean?
brother.
Right. You know what I mean? So, all right. Who is Shab as a basketball player in your senior year in high school?
Thought I was going pro. I thought I was going pro. I didn't want to do nothing but play basketball. You know, basketball was and still to this day is my life. You know, my lady gets mad at me for being in the gym all day. You know, I'm 47 years old. Shabue, when you coming home? When I feel good, I'm like the other day, I'm in here just shooting.
Right.
You know, I didn't see myself doing anything but want to play basketball. You know, I grew up, you know, from the hard work that I put in, and once I see myself see myself surpass the people that I thought was better than me, it's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to do anything else.
Okay. Life after high school. Your first year of school after high school. Where'd you go?
Well, I'm not sure if you know. You do know. I have multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is a neurological disease. And my senior year in high school, I got left back.
Okay.
I left back. I went to Andyville, and I had my first episode dealing with the MS. That John J. Burns playing. It was around.
So this is your first year after school?
This is 93. Like I was supposed to graduate in 92. 93 it was when I went to Andyville to graduate.
See, I didn't know that you was dealing with it that early though.
Yes, that was my first
episode
I had. It was around October because it was getting kind of cold. We had John J. Burns, me, Darnell Nixon at the time. Remember Darnell?
I remember Darnell.
Darnell, we were at the park just playing, and I couldn't use my right hand. And back then, it's funny. I used to go to open gyms and stuff, and just play with my left hand because my right hand was messed up, and didn't even know. It would be messed up today and be fine tomorrow. You know, and I had no idea what it was. I was young, naive, had no idea, you know. But after that year, I graduated, you know, I went to a couple doctors and stuff. And by the time I go to the doctor, because I remember being in Andyville High School, and Miss Vernon, our teacher, you know, I like to laugh and joke. You know, that's what's gonna keep me young.
Right.
that's what's gonna keep me young.
That's a fact. And you do that. You do that. And I love. Let me stop. I love that you do that through the midst of everything.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, yo. That's inspiring alone.
I'm in math class, and the teacher, Miss Vernon, has us writing notes. And I tell her, listen, I can't write my notes down because my hand was kind of doing this here. And she thought I was joking. Go to the office. Go to the office, and they tell me, listen, you better do this. I'm like, look, I can't write. So, whatever. You know, they kind of gave me a detention or whatever.
Get out of here.
Yes, I get a detention, and make an appointment, go to the doctor. Doctor's 2 days later, it was done by that time. So I go to the doctor, and I'm going there. I said, listen, I couldn't use my hand 2 days ago. So like, hey, what's the matter with it now? Can you use it now? I'm like, yes, I can write with it now. You know, so they kind of just let it bypass.
So they didn't do any testing?
They did some tests, but nothing, definitely dealing with MS. MS is so hard to detect.
Is it?
Yes. MS, we'll get into it in a second. So that happened. I go back to school, whatever, writing, everything's fine, and everything just kind of bypassed. Fast forward, I graduate, and I go to Suffolk West at the time.
Right, I remember that.
I go to Suffolk West, And because I kind of wanted to stay home. I had a girlfriend. I went to Howard. I didn't feel like going away. I had a scholarship to go to Texas, Harris Junior College in Texas. I didn't take it. I wanted to stay home. And the first 2 weeks of classes, that following year, around the same time, I have another exacerbation. And I had to drop my classes because I couldn't use my hands again. So I dropped my classes, and we had a basketball house that all the guys used to just, they gave us a basketball house that they rented out, that I used to just go and hang out there, drink, do whatever, you know, be dumb and dumb. You know? So we did, and one of my best friends in the whole world, Mitch Burton, Player of the Year in Jamaica, play.
Word?
Play. Shouldn't have been pro.
Wow.
Mitch Burton. Look him up.
Look up Mitch Burton.
Mitch Burton. So we sitting there, we watching Juice on the TV. Juice was just.
You already know.
So
you know, Juice is back.
we watching that, and he goes, "Yo, why don't you call Coach Shabue back?" Coach Shabue was the coach from Texas. I'm like, he's not gonna give me my scholarship back. He said, "Let's call him right now." We called him up. Shabue, you serious? You graduated? You want to come down? I said, yeah, I want to. He said, listen, I'm gonna overnight your scholarship in the mail tomorrow. Sign it and get it back to me. All right. He overnighted. Next day, I'm signing that scholarship. Boom. So I sat out that year. Next year, I go to Texas. Harris Junior College in Texas, Division I JC. One of the best conferences in the country, we know. I go out there, and I had to sit out the first semester because I dropped my classes at Suffolk. Well, they whatever happened, you know. And I go out there, and everything was fine as far as my body and stuff. I go out there and everything's fine. You know, I'm working out. Never worked out like this in my life. I thought I was in shape. No.
Yeah, it's different.
I thought I was pretty strong. I was thin, but I thought I was strong. It's different.
Yeah.
You know, this is a different element of basketball.
Yeah.
You know, put you on a different mind frame. If I really want this, I need to shit to get off the pot. I need to really do it.
Yeah.
First semester, first half goes through. I go home on the plane. On my way home on the plane, I have exacerbations. So I'm like, what the hell is going on?
It's like at this point you don't know you have to.
No. So now, come home. I go to the doctors and stuff. They find nothing because it comes. I go back to school, and I wind up playing. I wind up starting, not starting, because what we don't know as young athletes, we think we're the man, and we think that we want to go to these big time schools and they're gonna treat us a certain way because I'm the man over here, little old Copac.
Right.
You know, I'm in games and he's calling out 33, and 33 is going to the 3 guard. You know, I come down and I'm supposed to give it to the 3. But I'm wide open because you scouted our team. And I knocked the 3 down. And I know he ain't something for me. Come sit down. It's not your time, son. You should have passed that ball to him. He's an All-American. You just a freshman. And I wasn't used to that.
Right.
You know, and what we don't know as young athletes is every year you gotta re-sign that scholarship.
Yes, you do. You know, every year.
But as the year went on, I played well. You know, I just wasn't not used to being the man.
Right.
And we go in there, and he really was prepping me to be who I became as far as a basketball player. And Copac, they didn't teach me that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't teach me how. They didn't mold me.
Right.
They used me. And that's what a lot of these coaches,
Yeah.
these trainers, these other people in authority are doing with these young athletes. You know, so we go in there. Do you want to come back? I'm like, I want to come back. You know, he's like, you're gonna make the biggest mistake of your life. I'll call that man right now. He'll pick up the phone and be like, Shabue, you know. But like, you're gonna make the biggest mistake of your life. And I said, no, I wanna go home. So I leave. I come home and I'm like, where the hell am I gonna go to school? So that day I get off the plane, Carlton Epps. Remember Carlton?
I remember Carlton.
Carlton tough too. Carlton says to me, yo, come to Suffolk, they have an open run. So
Suffolk, just back to Suffolk West.
Back to Suffolk West. They have an open run. I'm like, let me go get some rep.
Mm-hmm.
Because the workouts I was doing is way different to what's going on around here. I went to the workouts in Salagano. Salagano says to me, listen, I don't know what you plan on doing. You come here, I'm going to make you an All-American. I start laughing. He said, if you come here, I'm going to make you an All-American. You'll be All-American. He said, please come. I said, okay. All right, let's do Suffolk. Went to Suffolk. And at the time, Suffolk was like this here. You know, they upcoming now.
Right.
They up and coming
Yeah,
now.
they are.
They really doing a good job over there
Good,
at Suffolk.
good.
But I went over there to Suffolk, and it was almost an abbreviated version of high school. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit better than a high school. You know?
I got you.
And we wound up getting my boy KB from Brooklyn. Dog was there from Windage. Sean Richards was over there. We had Battaglia. We had a nice little crew, but didn't have the understanding on how to win. And no joke here. We be in practice, and I'm coming from not being able to run a mile and running a mile competing wise to coming home running 3, 6, 9 miles and under this watch and going. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we in practice, and they running every single time they run, they want to get a drink. So I'm standing there to the water fountain. Nobody ain't getting no drinks. You know, and I had people get ready to quit. You know, because listen, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, you run into the water fountain. Come on, what if we in the game, we had no more timeouts?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So we had to sit down with coach because some of the kids were ready to quit because I was too rough on them. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, you know, I think we won the game, lost the game, won the game, lost the game. And I was big time into film, watching film, take film home and watching film. I'm like, damn. They got 16 turnovers for the game. We got 30 turnovers for the game. Oh, why are we going behind the back throwing that pass?
Right.
Why we? And we cleaned it up. We won 16 straight. I told you the other day we went up to Sullivan and beat Sullivan. They won 365 games in a row. 365 in a row. We beat them at their place. You know. So after that. After Suffolk, but before Suffolk was done, my two last games at Suffolk wasn't my two last games, sorry. My final game, playoff game versus the other Suffolk Selden, and we played a game versus Ulster, and I couldn't use my right hand at all. And I'm playing in the game.
That's your strong hand, ain't it?
That's my strong hand. I played the whole game with just my left hand. Just patting one time, not handling it. And you know what I'm saying? Me saying not using it is not
right. Not right.
Me
not using it as your dominant.
Yes.
It's not your dominant.
Yes. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a pinched nerve or something that just kept coming and going. And I remember speaking to Tyrone Bridges, you know, right before the Suffolk game. I said, I I really can't use my arm at all. You know, I said, yo, I can't dribble, I can't do nothing with my right hand. You know, and he's like, nah, stop playing. You know, of course, Shabue the jokester. You know, everybody, whatever.
Right.
You know,
Because you are a jokester though.
but like for real, it played the game and we lost. We actually lost that game by I think 2. We lost by 2. I'm averaging 25. I think I had 12 that final game. All left hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just like I was kind of used to it, it just went away 2-3 days later, and I just kept going.
Right.
Wound up getting a scholarship to go to Dowling, and in all this time, I'm still saying to myself, I'm going pro. I'm going pro, because every league that when I was in Texas, I just got held back. When I went to Suffolk was like playing these little boys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Averaging 25, almost 26, and it was easy. You know what I'm saying? If you go to in that Dowling conference, back then, if you averaged 20, 22, 23, you were to try out somewhere. Right. I'm in the books for 20, starting the game. Right. I'm in the 20. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like so I'm in my mind all this time. I'm still training. I'm still running. I'm doing all the stuff that I
People don't know your work ethic. Your work ethic is ridiculous, bro. Because a lot of times that's how it is. Sometimes your skill will overshadow your work ethic. People don't know you put that work in to be Shabue Mosley.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I used to see you running and stuff. You know what I mean?
So my mom, God bless. My mom, God bless. My mom, let's go back.
Go ahead.
From me averaging 12 points a game my 10th grade year to averaging 21 or County or State of Long Island my junior year, us being number 1 in the state, from 12 to 21 is a big jump.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I used to shoot the ball like this here. Like this. In 10th grade, get the ball, boom. And Pete Caesar, Shabue, listen, I really want you to work with this. Mahoney comes to me and said, Shabue, how are you going to win a game for us next year if you're shooting the ball like that? And I said, next year I'll be different. And he goes, I want you to work with Pete Caesar. I didn't look up to nobody, basketball-wise. I just looked at you. You're just bigger than me. Right. You're not better than me. You're just bigger. I was just that skinny kid. That, you know what I'm saying? Right. You're not better than me. You're just bigger. I'm gonna catch up. Right. And then it's over. and
so that was your mindset?
That was my mindset.
Wow.
And so I used to wake up every day. Wake up 12 o'clock, make my bacon, eggs, wheat bread, cheese, which I'm lactose, I can't do no cheese now. Make my bacon, eggs, my breakfast, whatever, boom. Make me a turkey sandwich, couple Gatorades, couple waters, get my basketball, start walking to the park around 3:30. Walk up to Carvel's is right up the street from my house, give me an ice cream, walk up the street, get to John Jay around 4 o'clock. People started going at 6 o'clock back then. Right. This is true story. People used to go at 6 o'clock. I get there at 4 o'clock, start my drills, have this workout regimen I was doing, run up and down. I had to change my shot to go from here to how I shoot. And that being said, we at 6 o'clock, like I said, everybody would come, lights go off at 11. So I would play from 6 o'clock, lights go off, I think it was 11 back then. Maybe 10, but I think it was 11 o'clock back then.
I think it was around 11.
11.
I remember we used to be there.
It was 11.
I think it was 11 also.
11 o'clock back then. And lights go out. I get my bag, wash my hands, eat my sandwich, and it had the street, the lights to go around John Jay.
Mm-hmm.
That was still enough to practice. My average time, God bless her, works with my mother. I would get home, it's 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And that was every day. Every single day. Peep this. Came in the house one day and walked in the house, put the key in the door. Remember it's like it's yesterday. She meets me at the door.
Your mother?
Yes. Where the hell you coming from? She didn't say hell. Where the you coming from? I said, I had my basketball, little 15-pound kid looking up at her. I'm coming from the park. Threw me on the floor, was on top of me, beating the hell out of me.
Can't believe it.
No. What park are you coming from at 3 o'clock? I happened to walk in at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. My brother had to come down and kind of get my mom off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, brings tears to my eyes. You know, because who thinks their kid is out there at 3 o'clock?
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Playing this
You're
basketball.
Right.
And my brother had to tell me, yo, Ma, he's really out there. You know, so that happened, you know, whatever.
Wow, yo.
So the junior year, you know, we wind up losing semifinals to Sean Wade and River, who was about to meet up against Amityville, which would have been the biggest game in history.
Definitely.
Back then.
Back then.
Ralph Brown,
Right.
Anthony Sucran, the Roberts boys, Rob McCoy. Yo, we had a crew.
Yeah, you had a crew. Y'all did.
Karan Spencer.
Wow.
We had a crew.
Damn, y'all did, Joe.
We had a crew.
Yeah,
we had a crew full of thugs. Amityville had a crew full of thugs. It would have been ugly. It would have been a real good game.
It definitely would. Yes.
So all that happened, you know, fast forward, we go to my senior year. Senior year, I didn't have nobody to play with. Rob McCoy, you know what I'm saying, as far as that was the next best person on the team. He was a football
player.
He was
yeah.
pro
Right.
and all that stuff.
Right. Football was his thing.
He was Rob. Get him. Lock him up.
Word.
How much he averaged? He averaged 2 today.
Right.
Rob.
That's Rob.
That's Rob.
Yes, that's Rob.
Rob,
that's
get
definitely
him.
Rob.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Shout out to my boy Rob McCoy.
Of course.
Word up.
Rob, I love you.
Where's Bond, brother?
Rob, I used to hate Rob. I'm being for real. I love Rob. I'm joking.
No, I know what you're talking about. I know what you
In
mean.
practice,
Right.
he used to always guard me
You damn right.
and knee the shit out of me. Do you understand what I'm
Rob
saying?
didn't play that. You go play hard.
But we did that on
Right.
purpose.
Right.
He's the best in the county. He's the best defender in the county.
Right.
Steel sharp and steel. But I used to say, Rob, damn, Rob. Again, Rob? We got a game tomorrow, Rob. I can't run now. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got those things in your name before?
Wow.
Charlie Horse?
Yes. You know they ain't no
Rob.
joke, man.
Shout out to Rob. I like
Word
Rob.
up, yo.
Yeah.
For real.
But that's it as far as that, you know.
So let's go back now. Let's because we came back to that. Now let's come back to after Suffolk.
Okay. So after Suffolk, I went to Dallas.
Okay.
Did we talk about Dallas?
Yeah. You
No,
mentioned
that.
that.
Okay.
Right.
I went to Dallas. Was the worst year of my life. I did a documentary that was on.
Really?
TV. I did a documentary that was on TV. Maybe 15 years ago. How old? I'm 14. When I was about 32.
Okay.
Around there. It was on public access. You know, just around the time when I just got diagnosed. You know, that was the worst year of my life.
So that's when
Basketball.
That's when you found out you had MS.
No.
You still didn't know then?
No. That's what you said about that. Yeah, I went to Darwin, and I'm like, yo, I'm going in there. I'm about to tear this up. I'm about to just kill these kids. And the first half of the, like, before preseason, I'm working out. I'm killing. And I mess around October 31st. We didn't even have our first game yet. I had a drinking incident. And every time I would like get in the shower, I go outside, my hair's a little wet from, I guess, a little slight head cold, it would throw my body off. That's what would make, like, if I feel a little sick, that's when it would attack me. And I had a drinking incident. Almost died. Almost flatlined. They rushed me to the hospital. Sitting there, Halloween party, just taking tequila to the face. Young and dumb again.
You already know.
And after they rushed me to the hospital, my body was so weak because they pumped my stomach and they did all whatever they had to do. And my body was so weak, and my body was weak. My coordination and everything is all discombobulated. So come back. I was suspended 2 games. The first 2 games up at Bryan, the Bryan tournament. He let me play.
From the incident.
Yep. You drinking?
Right. Wrong.
Team policy.
Team policy. Right.
You done all.
Right.
So just suspended from that. Come back, and my body was never the same. That whole year, my body wasn't the same. I would, and everybody that knew me, that was cool with me or whatever back then, would come see me play. Yo, you playing here? You going to watch the show? Because I wasn't playing, Russ. Like, you in front of me, you better put your big boy shorts on.
Facts.
I'm being for real. Like, when I came back from TX, dog, when I came back from TX, there's not a lot of people that saw me play because I just didn't go out there and do play with. We playing for money here, we doing this here, we doing this. Okay, but I wasn't playing with just anybody. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I really thought I was pro. I was different. Right. You know what I'm saying? I felt different. And that since the drinking incident, man, like, yo, and I remember I was past the game limit to where I wanted the red shirt. It was like a 4-game limit. Because I would be playing in games and from here down, everything numb. And if you know me, the number one thing that you know about Shabue, the one thing, you know, I'm fast as hell.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And my speed set up everything.
Yes, sure did.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sure did.
And I wasn't explosive, I wasn't this, I wasn't that. It was hell on earth. Not the whole year. There will be games where I feel fine. Look in a book, you'll see Shabue, MS, 7, 11. Shabue, fine, 26. You'll see the difference. You'll know.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And it was so, yo, why are you playing like that today? How are you playing like that today? You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, you was just fine. You know what I'm saying? I went to my roommate. I wish I could find this man. You know, I don't even know his name. You know, I would kick him out the room all the time.
Why would you do that?
Depressed.
Okay.
I was depressed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in school to do something that I really loved to do and couldn't do it, and had nobody really to talk to because I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
I was in a messed up place in my life, you know, and it was like my body and my mind was messing with me because I would play today and be fine and be messed up tomorrow.
Right.
And I'd be like, what's going on here? I quit basketball so many times.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I quit basketball right now, to this day.
Wow, yo.
To this day right now, I quit basketball maybe 10,000 times. Because you know how many times I done had exacerbations and stuff. You know, right now, remember the other day when I'm sitting there joking around shooting with Indiana? There's days I can't even still hit the rim. There's days where I'm in here and like I feel I'm off right now because of the 3 days we just shot around. My body is just not bad. I can walk, but my coordination, my vision, everything is off.
Especially how you used to be before. Right.
Oh, you know.
I know.
So I'm saying to myself, I'm like, any chance I get and I feel good, I want to shoot.
Right.
This is my safe haven.
Yeah.
This is something.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I could still do it. I wish I could. You know what? I look at some of the people that play and that are playing. They're good.
And there's nothing against them.
Nothing against
them. Nothing against them.
Nothing against them. Nothing special. You got the guys in the NBA that are top tier, then it goes way down here. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's not even about the NBA. There's a lot of guys I played with and or teams against all the stuff there that I was better than. That were getting money and was getting money. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So they still get money from their pensions and stuff.
Yes. No, and it's not even. I have a few friends. You know, the point guard, my boy Trey Moore from Texas. God bless you, Trey. I love you, Trey too. Trey tough. Trey tough. Moore is tough, yo. He was the starting guard when I went to Texas. You know what I'm saying? And I owe that nigga an elbow in the mouth too. Cause that motherfucker, yo, you reach on that nigga, he throwing them balls. He went to Mississippi State after Texas.
Okay.
He wound up, if I pull up his Facebook page, you'll see all the teams and all the stuff he done. I just hit him the other day because we all, like, yo, hit me up, we need to hire, we need to go.
Word up.
He, you know what I'm saying, he tough. You know, one of my guys, Larry Thompson, danced around NBA, overseas.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But these guys were nothing here, saying like, oh, this is why you're here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is why you're getting that check. Just as good, if not better.
Right.
Not Larry, because Larry was 6'10". Trey was 6'3" and jumped in front of foul. You know what I'm saying? Lefty. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to these guys making this money, it's a lot of persistence and then sticking to your guns.
Right.
You know, doing the right things. But what was I supposed to answer? For that.
Oh no, I was asking you about after pretty much what was going on pretty much with Dowling. You talking about that was your work season. And
So after Dowling, and we talked about this the other day, I wound up going to Empire State Games.
Right.
You know, so, and I know how all that stuff was ran if I'm the coach, and the coach for Malloy back then was Charlie Marquardt. Nope. I think he was Charlie Marquardt. He was the coach back then. And he was the coach for Malloy. And it wasn't Charlie Marquardt. It was the Malloy coach though. Mm-hmm. And he had a guard, Omar Kazi. Was good. Mm-hmm. You know. So you pretty much take the guys that's on your team, you take care of your team first, and you reach out to whatever. So I go to the tryouts, you know, and go sign in. You know, they have you sign in when you walk in. I said, listen, straight up to him, I said, listen, is this a fair tryout? I said, if this is a fair tryout, there's no need for me to be here because I'm on the team already. And they start laughing, ha 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 ha, you know, because I'm joking with them. You know, I said, listen, seriously.
There was a little seriousness to it though. You know you joking. There was some seriousness to it.
No, I can't ask my boy Damon. I think Damon was there because Damon.
Oh snap,
Damon, my boy Damon Gully took me back then. His father-in-law back in the day, Mark, took me, and I think Mark, and they started laughing. I said, yo, I'm on the team. If it's a fair tryout, I'm on the team already. Right. Nobody here is staying in front of me. Nobody here.
No.
Right?
That's a tough task though. For anybody. I don't care who you are.
And so first tryout, easy, light. Second tryout, light. And we go to Hofstra. We had like a whole nother group of, you know, and so we had more than D1s. More than D1 cats, and I wound up making the team.
No.
You know, long story short, I wound up.
At this point, you still don't know you got MS.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. This is how it begins. I make the team. You know what I'm saying? And one of the guards that I made it over was Speedy Claxton. Speedy Claxton, Spurs. Whatever, right. You know, shout out to Speedy.
Right, shout out Speedy. I played against Speedy at St. Mary's.
And I'm not sure if he had something to do as well, but I know I was on that team. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Norm Richardson played for Hofstra, wound up playing for Indiana. Mm. You know, that's when we played against Ron Artest. Ron Artest went off on us up there.
Really?
Yo, Ron Artest lost it on us. yo, dude's the animal, man. But you know, at this time, watch this here. The last day of tryouts, I was in the hospital. They called me while I was in the hospital to let me know I made the team. Mm. And they were leaving that Sunday. And I needed to be, and I was getting out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That Sunday.
So why you go to the hospital this time?
Because I had an exacerbation. I couldn't function. You know. And I'm thinking it was because of the 3 consecutive days of hard working. Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And still didn't know what was going on, but so let's fast forward a couple years so I can tell you where. Mm-hmm. I start working. I'm doing this, working at Estee Lauder, working these little nonsense jobs, and I'm actually working at Estee Lauder. I'm working 3 jobs. I'm working at Estee Lauder, I'm working at Marchand's, and I'm working at the post office. Marchand's was the eyeglass place. Okay. And my eye starts getting red. I'm thinking, damn, because I ain't getting no rest. Mm-hmm. I'm always on the go. I'm trying to get that money. I'm chasing that money. Right. And my eyes, the next day, my eye is a little more red. I'm like, damn. Get 2-hour nap, whatever, get up. I'm going to go to work. My eye is real red. I'm like, damn. And at the time, I was about to be permanent at the post office. Mm. And you couldn't miss a day. You were on a probationary period where I couldn't miss. Mm-hmm. And my mom said, boy, we're going to the hospital. Because I started to go blind. At this time I'm partially blind, like I really couldn't see. And my mom said, boy, I'm taking you to the hospital. I'm like, no, I can't go, I can't miss. I want to be permanent. We're going to the hospital. So we didn't go to the hospital that day. We went the next day. Next day I couldn't see. Next day I was totally blind.
Couldn't see anything.
No, nothing.
One eye.
The whole eye was, and she took me to the hospital, Winthrop, shout out to Winthrop. After all this testing and stuff, after all these doctors I went to Winthrop and did whatever test that they did, and they diagnosed me. This was in 2000. This is 7 years after my first instance. So every year I had some sort of instance where I couldn't do certain things. I remember being younger and Mikey James and Jerry Powell used to, yo, come on, let's go here. And one day we'll play from uptown, come back to whatever, back down here playing basketball, stopping at parks playing. And then remember yo, knocking on the door, coming to my house and, oh, no, I ain't going today. Why not? I can't move my arms. I can't do this. I can't do that. You know, but
shout out to Mikey and Ice. Okay.
So I get diagnosed and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what MS was. I basically was brand new, just hearing those words MS.
Because you're the first person I knew that had that.
I had no idea what an M and an S was.
Right.
You know, I thought we was talking about the game or something. I don't know what was going on. You know? yo, Russell, I'm being for real. I'm like, and my mom, I didn't know how serious it was because my mom says to me, when she heard the word, she didn't say to me, she expressed to me. You know, when they said, yo, your son has MS, and I'm like, she expressed all these tears. I didn't know. And I didn't know how serious it was. You know, I was so naive to what I had or have. You know, and then as I started getting into certain things, I started learning more about it. You know,
No, you said you started learning more about MS and stuff.
Yes, I started learning more about the disease. You know, and I still, at this point, I was happy to find out what I had because I was.
For 7 years, you didn't know.
7 years of, I'm not playing. I'm playing, you know.
That's crazy.
People knocking on the door. Shab, come on,
that's crazy, yo, for real.
And I just kind of, like I said, and still at this point, I said, still going pro. I'm still gonna, I'm going. You know, and I started dealing with this agent. I went to a tryout in Boston, and I had no idea how all this stuff is ran, for real. You know, but went to try in Boston, met an agent, Pascal, that deals with overseas pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And he offered me $40,000, 4 months, signing bonus, to go to Beirut, Lebanon. But I knew back in the day was they trying to no, you ain't gonna be no, we ain't doing that. You know, but I'm still working out. I'm still doing my runs. I'm still out there working far as my handle, my jump shot, and all that stuff there. Just staying on top of my game. You know, just little by little, you know, it just started to come to a reality that MS is not going to let me play. You know what I'm saying? Just because the exacerbations were very frequent. Every time I would play and play anything close to what I'm capable of playing at, I would be messed up. And I decided to just step down from it because I was doing my family. I was saving my family the hurt. You know, I'm sitting there chasing something. Now I put myself through all the physical strain. That I'm like, nah, it's not worth it.
Right.
You know, it's tough. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
can only imagine, man.
Like, it's. I say to this day, put me in the gym with no MS, I hit 1,000 straight.
Right.
1,000 straight.
Right.
Right now, feeling good. I could go. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fight when I start working out. I played I played in the shout out to Carlton again. I played in the league with Carlton.
Recently?
No.
Oh, but
No. I'm scared to play in the league.
yeah.
He called me up and said, yo, let's come play in this league. This was maybe, I was on a different medicine than I'm on now. And he says, yo, come play in this league. You know, a couple of the cops and whatever. And I said, okay, yeah, I'll play. And this is shortly after I got diagnosed. You know, so the medicine was new, but not new. It was maybe a year, 2 years. And it was a medicine that I would kind of say, they would fill me up. I would take the medicine once a month. And through the course of the month, it would be like this bottle. As the month gets lower, the medicine would go down. That's how I kind of doctored myself.
Gotcha.
And I go to the league, and the first day, Russ, I didn't miss. Didn't miss. He was like, who is he, Carlton? who is this super baby? I'm being for real. Like, yo, who is he?
Right.
Boom. Yeah, I see you next week. I'm like this. I'm open. I'm happy.
Right.
Next week I go. This is 2 days before I have to go get medicine. I go. I can feel my body. Something's up. And I go, I start laying the ball up. And my body is telling me, no, you're not playing today. Telling me that. Because I'm laying the ball in. My 1-2 is not my 1-2. It's off. My walking's a little different. So let me take a jump shot. Skim the rim. Alright, let me figure this out, because now it's a mental thing.
Right.
We need to talk about the mental part of this.
Right.
But now the mental part says, let me figure this out. Let me over exaggerate.
Right.
Let me lock out.
Right.
Let me make sure I'm balanced. I can fight in this.
Right.
First two plays of the game for me. Ever. Come down, handle the ball funny, ball skimming the rim, and it was off, because now I would shoot the ball, my hand from the coordination part of it would automatically push away from it, or be too short because I'm weak. Time out. Shut myself out. Listen, I gotta go. That's when I quit basketball again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting there like, on the way home crying. Lady's like, hey, don't worry about it, baby. And she doesn't know at the time. She doesn't really understand what's going on. And she said, don't worry about it, baby. Oh, remember you got doctors tomorrow. And I said, oh shit. this is why. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is why I'm okay. You know? It's a mental bashing that you go through if you want to do something that takes any type of exerting in your body. You know, it's tough. It's tough.
So when did you like really accept it? And you was like, you know what? I'm still gonna do something, but I'm gonna do it in a different way. When did that come about?
Accept. I'm never gonna accept it. Accept it, meaning this is something that is life changing.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
This, when I say for real, Russ, when I say that I look at people that are getting money doing it. When not saying in high school, because high school I was just faster than everybody. I could score, I was crafty, but I didn't know the game. When I came back after that 1 year, after me opening up my mind to what I was exposed to, step in front of me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's go back to Dre for a second. Dre used to call so many people guards. His boy Jay, from Rhode Island, crafty guard. Crafty. And remember Delphin?
I remember Delphin.
God bless that man.
Yeah, word up.
It was this one day Dre was like, yo, my boy's up here. Come to the park. Okay, I'm there.
Say no more.
And no joke, Carlton was at my house. We go to the park. I think maybe we was playing a 3-on-3. Delphin brought his son. I must have scored 60 straight jumpers. No joke. 60, not 16. 60 straight jumpers.
That's why I thought you said 6.
From all over the place. Right? When the first game was done, Delphin's son or nephew or whatever, I think it was his son. He was like, yeah, we played good, boom, whatever. Right? It was nothing but, you know, I'm joking because I'm doing me anyway.
Right.
I'm joking with the kid, whatever. We 3-4 games in. After the 4th game, when you see Carlton up ask him, the little kid was talking to Delphin, said, Daddy, is that Michael Jordan? Yo!
That's a compliment.
I swear on my mother. I swear on my mom.
Man.
Is that Michael Jordan? I was hitting so many jumpers, it was retarded. And his boy Jay was tough. His boy Jay was overseas. Tough. Daddy, is that Michael Jordan? Shut your ass up. Get over here.
That nigga tight.
Yo.
Has some cost.
If I call Carlton right now, and everything I'm saying to you today, I swear, is 1,000,000% facts.
Right.
There is no ha.
Now I believe it. Like I tell you, man, like where's my just told you the other day. I said you was a freak of nature. Now a lot of people would take that out of context. Cause they think about a freak of nature, they think about somebody that's real big, that can move fast. You know what I mean? That's how they think. I'm like, no, you're a freak of nature because you were so fast, but you were so under control. The way you could go mad fast, just stop when you're done. Straight everything, straight up, straight forward. There's no way. When you think about the physics of it, you can stop on a dime and be able to. It's unreal. You know, you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, the only thing that could have stopped you was MS. That's serious.
I love my guy, Pastor Chandler. Pastor Chandler,
Bro, shout out to Pastor Chandler for real.
He saved me, and he's one of my biggest fans.
Okay.
You know, love that guy. He said me. He said, Shabue, he said, listen, you're the best basketball player I've ever seen. Best high school basketball player I've ever seen. He said, you're the best person that nobody knows about.
Right.
If you had any type of grades, like you really would, you would have went because we were going from high school to NBA back then.
Back then, right.
He said you would have went straight to the NBA because you were so good. He said you were doing stuff and laughing in games.
Right.
You know, I'm like, and you know, it's so funny. I really didn't know how good I was.
You didn't.
No, I didn't.
You really did. Because you were so modest and everything. Like, you had your confidence, but you was modest, man. You was always cool. Like you said, you joke, you know what I mean? You was a good person to be around. You know what I mean?
Yes. You know, I want to be a comedian, if anything. You know, what's going on?
There's still time for that.
No, you never know. But, yeah, like, it's a rough one, man.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
You know, my brother, you know, what I think about, like right now, for us, my older brother has MS.
Really?
My older brother is, he's not walking, he's in a wheelchair, he's in a mobilized thing, and
I didn't even know that, man.
yeah, he, like right now, I'm in a catch-22. I'm in
It's about this moment.
right now in life. I say to myself, if I never shoot a basketball again right now, just joking, just when I'm in here and I'm training these kids and I'm having fun and I'm getting a chance to shoot the ball, I'm happy. I could be here all day.
Right.
If Todd didn't bring me a slice earlier, I'll be in here all day looking at basketballs and being full. Won't even be thinking about food. I'm happy. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
I say to myself, if I totally put the ball down, even in my safe haven, even just I'm not gonna be happy. When people start asking, why don't you come play in this? Why don't you play in the 35, 45 over, whatever? This, and I say, I would kill a 45 and over league if my body's good.
Right.
But then I don't want to go through that mental part.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that to myself. I did that year after year after year after year after year. I get antsy. I play in the league and I go play and I play half decent. I'm in here and I got my own gym now. I'm in here all day. I'm calling out of work. I'm in here working on jump shots. I'm in here working on my conditioning.
Right.
Now, me right now, my legs from here down are numb. I can do this here. I can run. I can jump. It's different. It's not 100%. It's around 85%. I feel a tingling. I'm worried about exacerbations. Exacerbation is when I have a relapse and when I don't recover. What if I don't recover? I'm recovering now. There's going to be a point where if I push my body, I'm not going to recover. Now I'm going to end up in that wheelchair. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm scared of. Do you understand what I'm saying? My vision is off. This here is blurry. Right here. When it comes to reading certain things, when I go across here, my eyes jump, so it's hard for me to read. You know what I'm saying? I gotta really look at certain things, and It's gonna take me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Something like I'm used to.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not nothing to get used to. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You're right.
I can see big objects.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But when
Yeah.
it comes to, I know that says face mask on it, but I can't, it's blurry. It's
Right.
all blurry.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that's simple for you to see. You see it? I know it says it because it's the box of face mask.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's rough. You know, I've learned how to, dealing with these kids, dealing with basketball and player development, I'm happy as pig and shit.
Yeah. I know.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the funny thing is, when I get my hands on somebody and I train them and they stay here,
Mm-hmm.
before I didn't have a gym,
Right.
and I was just doing a camp. All the kids that came to my camp,
Mm-hmm.
in that morning in that park, not the kid that came for 1 year. You're not gonna get, nobody's gonna get somebody extremely better in 1 year.
Right. No. Mm-mm.
Not, and everybody just don't train everybody too. I'll take everybody.
Right.
I'll take, if
Yeah.
you walk in,
Yeah.
you walking like this here,
Word up.
my job is to fix you.
That's it. Right.
I'm a trainer,
Right.
that's my job.
Right. Right. You're
I'm
right.
not going to bypass you just because you're walking like this.
Mm-hmm.
My job is to have you correct this, get your balance right, and
Mhm.
start doing certain things
Right.
the right way.
Right.
Get you as close to being a basketball player as possible.
Right.
It's not about the NBA. It's about getting your confidence up,
Mm-hmm.
making you feel, that's your song, making you feel good about yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and getting you better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your NBA may just be making your high school team.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody's NBA
Right.
is
It's
different.
Everybody's NBA is different. Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it
Like,
is.
what are we talking about? You know?
You ain't never lie about that. Everybody else is different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's NBA is different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's different levels to it. Because you actually answered the question. Because I was gonna ask you about the kids.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And obviously,
So there's a few kids. You only get. Let me tell you about what I do here. As far as I don't go out and recruit kids to train. Meaning, I'm not going to a high school game, looking at the pamphlet and saying, "Oh, this kid got potential. Come on, let me go train you."
mm-hmm.
That's easy.
So you're not training people just off their potential. You're training people that
You come in here with 2 left feet.
you
training.
training.
That's not.
That takes patience though.
Yeah. You know, can I tell you something?
Mm.
You seen what was in here the other day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot of patience.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy because a lot of the parents who have kids that are not that good don't have patience, and they get frustrated.
Right. They think it's supposed to be an overnight
Yes.
thing. Right.
And some of the parents ask me, "How are you so patient?" Two answers. First of all, it's not my kid. There's no expectation from me.
Right.
I'm not forcing any expectation for them.
Right.
Number one.
There you go.
You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
Number two, it is what it is. If the kid is coming in and he's like this here, do you know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting him to do that overnight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not forcing him. I'm not putting a time limit on when he's going to get better.
Right. Right.
If you come in here every single day, of course, that's going to speed up any process.
Right.
You come once every 2 weeks, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But going back, I'm just not running after, I'm not chasing a name to train.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of my teams are homegrown.
Right.
Meaning, kids start training with me, looking like this here, we take these kids from here to here and wind up being the best teams around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the best. And then a lot of people would attempt to steal my kids because I didn't have my little spot. And after the camp, the kid that came in like this here starts looking a certain way. It's easy now. I'm in the school working. They home training and doing whatever. It's easy. Yo, come over here. I got this shit. You ain't gotta pay. You know, that's easy. You know what I'm saying?
After you did the hard work.
Russ, you gotta see some of the stuff in here that some of the parents are like, how? You know what I'm saying? They asking me like, how you come in here with a smile every day? That's not training if I'm not doing it. If you come in here and you ask me to train your kid, and we come up with whatever price, $2, $1, $5, that's my job now.
That's your job. Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
You gotta separate certain.
And the job that we have, you know what I'm saying? As a trainer, you get paid way more than other people. You damn near get paid more than a lawyer if you have the clientele.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You have, if you came in here, let's just put a number out there. You came in here and you're training. You're training kids. And you say, okay, now you got 15 kids in here. And let's just say you charge those 15 kids $25. How much is that? 10 kids is
2,500.
no
250.
all right.
250. Right.
Now you got 15 kids.
Yeah. Oof.
An hour and a half. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's nice.
There's. So how can I tell you no? I can't tell you no if you asking me to train. I can't.
Well, why would you?
Because I don't want to put the hard work in. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Very simple. Right.
If I'm willing to work at my craft as a trainer to better your child, I should be willing to take whatever.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? My job is to get your kid better. You know?
A lot of people don't want to hear that.
Yeah, people don't, and it's not at nobody.
It's not. No.
Because there's right now, training is one of the hottest businesses out.
It is.
And there's so much
really
money for everybody.
It really is. There's so much.
If you go to Wanto and you started training, in 2 weeks you could have 20 kids. 20 kids could pay your salary for your house or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So your geographic area is wherever you happen to reach out to and be around.
Right.
So you can branch off and get so much money. There's too many kids out here in different age brackets.
Right.
A lot of people focus on, I got this team here, I'm gonna focus on this age bracket, which is okay, whatever for them. Saying that there's so many, there's an 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 15, 12, 11, you can start at 4 years old. There's people that want their kids trained at 4. Come on, are we serious right now? Do you understand what I'm saying? 4 years old. And I was thinking about it. I said, damn. But then I got to come in here with Pampers. I got to come in here with bottles. You know what I'm saying? Which, if that was my avenue, so be it. Yeah. So be it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, go back. There's so much money here in this basketball field.
For real.
And you don't even have to train them basketball-wise. You can be that strength and conditioning guy.
Right.
Which is almost more important than the basketball.
Yeah, a lot
of the kids come in here, and of course my gym is smaller now. When we were at the park, we used to go to the track. Training was different. Training was putting hair in your chest. Damn, I got hair in my chest. I'm a girl. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't supposed to have this hair on my chest, mom. You know?
You stupid, yo.
But it was different because a lot of the kids that came to that training in the morning, when we're on that track, you know what you're going on that track for. We were joking on that track.
Right.
And it separated you. You know,
Right.
like right now, a lot of these kids are playing backyard basketball. You know backyard basketball. Kids not running the right way. Have no idea where they're supposed to be on defense, offense. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. You know, I'm happy that I really got into this part of it. I'm gonna say shout out, if I can, say shout out to my boy Reggie Shaw.
For real. Shout out whoever you want, man.
Brent Shaw, Greg, their father is the one who first started me training. I thought I was robbing him back in the day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. He was paying me $20 an hour per kid. We worked out 4 hours a day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. He would pay me for an extra hour. So we worked on 5 hours, and he would tip me every day. He tipped me every day. And I said, damn, I'm getting this cash. It was just straight here. Let's get that money. Whoa, this is, we talking about 95. $20 an hour. Each kid, 40. Come on. So he was into the stocks and stuff, but he called me a couple years back. And he said, Shabue, he said, I still owe you money. He said, I owe you money. I said, what are you talking about? He said, both my kids got full scholarships. When you thought that I was overpaying you, I was underpaying. 50,000. 2 kids. 4 years. Free.
You do that math like that, boy.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Free. I owe you.
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate it.
Definitely.
You know? Yeah, but the whole MS thing, man, is a wild scenario for me. You know, my kids, man.
How many kids do you have?
I have 4 kids, 3 boys and a girl.
Okay.
My 3 boys. Son just left. My youngest one, we kind of behind the 8 ball right now with this COVID stuff. He kind of got lazy, you know.
You bored? I don't know.
He tough.
Where?
He tough.
All right.
You know, he ain't got no jump shot. Look, I don't know why he should say move over.
Right, you know what I mean? Let me get that. Y'all take that side. I'm going to take this side.
You gonna hear balls bouncing and stuff.
Right.
But he played D. Hammered the hell out that ball.
How old is he?
15.
Okay.
He has the tricks of the trade that we learn.
Right.
Dealing with what we do here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like my other son Jordan, all county 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like his ankle messed up that trophy that's out there that we won.
The big one.
Yep.
I was wondering what was that one. That's it?
No, that's right before COVID we won Andrew's league.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Shout out to Drew.
Right. Shout out Drew.
We won his league at the park. You know, like 5-6 plays in, he could try to split somebody, went up, boom, like his ankle like this big, man. You know. But his ankle is still messed up. He really wanted to get back into it. But he gotta figure out what's going on with him.
And how old is he?
He's 20.
Okay.
He's 20. And then Sky's a pro. This guy's a legit pro.
Yeah?
This guy's a legit pro. And I ain't saying it because I'm dad. He's different. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is get in school.
Right.
In school, get around the right people.
It's important.
His game is gonna talk for itself.
Right.
Put a guard on him, he's gonna baby a guard. Put a big man on him, he's gonna go around big man. He's good, he's tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. My daughter don't play. My daughter's making her babies.
Mm-hmm.
She got 2 babies.
So you're a grandpa.
I'm a grandpa.
You don't want to say that. You don't want to say that.
I'm a grandpa. You know? Yeah. You know, but
You personally on some real,
huh?
you pro, man. You made it.
Yeah, I wish.
Nah, for real. From somebody like me, right? And that's why I had to reach out to you, and that's why it was so important to do this, because a lot of people don't know.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you're gonna inspire so many other people to go pro. You know what I mean? And that's why I said you made it. When you just said that story about the guy, when you thought you was getting him, but then he was underpaying you in his eyes, 2 different perspectives.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That right there just let me know. You know what I mean? You pro. Not in the sense that how you looked at it before, but you are now.
Yes.
Because you still have that same mentality.
Yes.
And you know what the beautiful thing about it? You smile through it all.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna know what you're going through. You know what I mean?
Of course.
That right there, that's pro. What do pro mean? Professional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a professional person.
Yes.
Period. In life, you are pro, bro. And that's how I'm gonna take it. I don't care what you say.
We need to touch on coaching and stuff.
Nah, we'll get to that next time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Let people savor over this a little bit.
Yep.
Because it's a lot, just within this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say, and I pray everybody pay attention. Listen, if you can't get something for this, if you can't get motivated from this man's story, and like I said, we still got more to talk about. But if you can't get motivated from this man's story, listen, you have to check who you are. You know what I mean? Because this is a man that been through all this and I hope y'all been listening throughout the whole thing. He never used an excuse. He never used an excuse. And you know what? He smiled through it all. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, it's a privilege doing this, especially being in your home, the lab. You know what I mean? Listen, I pray that y'all got from this just as much as I did. You know what I mean? Do you want to say anything to take us out, man? Until next time.
If you want something you never had, you gotta do something you never done. Period. You know, those are words. I don't even know where I got that quote from. I have no idea.
Yeah, but whatever it resurrected in you.
But I seen it years ago.
Yes.
And it's been on my shirts since way back when.
Listen, when I came in here the other day and I saw it, I lived by that. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, yo, it's divine intervention. Yep. I'm telling you, when I saw it, I said, yo, you know what I mean? But whatever it was, you know what I mean? Whatever you saw, it manifested in you and it fits you. Mm-hmm. It fits you, yo. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've always been a fan, you know. Whenever I look at it physically, as far as I could touch, you are the most dominant person. Now, a lot of people would say that with big men. Yeah. But you are the most dominant person that I ever saw. You know what I mean? Thank you. If nobody's locking you up, you missing. I can never sit here and be like, yo, yeah, that he gave Shabue fits. No, Shabue's missing.
You know what's funny? I don't mean to hold you.
No, you're good.
Somebody said to me, asked me, when when can, how can I say this? Somebody said to me, how many times did you get your ass bust?
Mm.
And I said,
I think about it.
do you understand what I'm saying? Getting my ass cracked. People get moves off getting my ass cracked. I was doing the ass cracking.
Yeah. You
Not
know,
saying it like that, but I was
not for
my
nothing.
ass cracked.
Not for nothing. That's why, you know what? I'm kind of glad we played different positions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't have to D you. So I can say what I can say right now. Because I thought about it the other day. I know people got this top 50 with the Long Island thing. And you know what? I think about it. Nobody can actually say they literally bust my ass. You know what I mean? Like you said, you probably scored.
It wasn't no,
But it wasn't no, you just not going constantly, no.
Yes.
But I can say that I did that to plenty other people.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Now, with you, it probably been a little different.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I probably would have been fine the hell out of you. Because it was just a pride.
Thank you. Respect.
Word, listen.
Respect.
Until next time, because we got to touch on so much more. But listen, like I said, it's been a privilege. Thank y'all for joining in to Everyone Has a Story. I pray y'all got something from it.
Thank you.
Everybody be blessed. My man Shad,
Yes.
my man.
Of course.
Nothing but love, brothers. Let's make it happen.
I bridge the gap for him. I bridge the gap for him. Hands up if you know you bridge the gap for him. I bridge the gap for him. I bridge the gap for him. Hands up if you know I bridge the gap for him.